Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai is a pick that, I mean, we've seen Flandre on it before, right? Even if you fall behind, this champion can still be so obnoxious to play against, especially, again, Honq feels like the guy who has to be playing so safe. Doggo as well in the context of this series. And CFO with Kyle are respected.
I mean, you're not going to get away with this. Ocean Dragon slows as well, so it can be annoying to disengage from. Teleport comes down to fully commit, though, for CFO, and that's going to scare off the rest of AL. So good job fully committing.
They might be able to get one. That seems the most likely trade. AL immediately going to back away. I think that makes sense. No reason to commit to the fight once CFO are able to arrive. Just be happy with two that you basically got for free.
Okay, content with that. So one objective of yet, and we'll have to wait another minute for the Dragon. But
Shanks stunned, but a nice pullback means that
Alistar behind. Alistar headbutt.
Through. Kyle not quite able to get the angle. Rest flashing out, immediately going to pop the dominance. Tarzan coming to the wall. Rest very likely to fall. Q healing. That's the cold of meat, keeping him standing for an extra second. He wants to dash out, but down he goes. Shanks with first blood.
Very nice overstay there. Kyle, timing on that is actually important. You know, Junja goes for a little bit of a shorter release on the Q, so he doesn't get interrupted. But topside.
Knock back on the Flandre. Has access to the tunnel, but not quite. Oh, he's going to be able to get in range, even with the healing reduction. Able to get enough help. Waiting over the wall, though. Who could it be? It's the Vi. It's Junja. Flandre living for an extra second, but it'll be Honq grabbing the kill. Of course, in the meantime, the counter punch is coming through on the bottom to provide that threat, and now denying CS in bottom lane.
And you give the solo, you give the gold to the LeBlanc here. Quickly funnel this burst damage. So Shanks cashes in.
Flandre in the bottom lane does have access to the TP if he needs to come. Shanks hopping over the wall, looking for a bit of that poke. TP now coming in for Flandre. Skirmish line set up. Eyes on Doggo for that ulti. Honq dividing the fight with the wall, but Tarzan interrupts him with a pillar. Flick back onto Kyle is good. Flandre looking for the multi-man knockup. Doggo still standing, holding off that ultimate. 2 more seconds, but there the bullets go. Doggo grabbing the kill on Kyle. AL retreating, but they're not leaving quite yet. The curtains have been called. Doggo backing off, slowed for a brief moment. Junja splitting his attention, wants to finish the Herald, but Tarzan there, ready. A Q smite potential to come through, but Tarzan has no flash. CFO secure the Herald.
Doggo is the bigger carry here. They just melt through the front line. Alistar ult, don't care. They have a Talia. Put the rocks down, get the shove back, isolate the front target, just burn through them. Here we go.
Honq. Knock was there. Flandre's starting to do pretty good damage with the team match. Shanks on the way in as well. Honq surely is just going to fall. That's the ulti from Flandre to get another one down. Junja wants to make it the hell out, but he can't. Tarzan flashing forward the body block. The Vault Breaker breaking absolutely nothing, and Shanks gets another.
Game 3 here. AL answer back. The Rift Herald will guarantee mid, and topside is guaranteed here from Honq. So tower collection time for CFO. Dragon collection time for AL.
Of course, when you look at both teams, the gold is very clear where the teams have advantage. Doggo 1.4K gold lead for himself. More healing reduction coming out. Second full item is going to be, and then it's Shanks. 2-0-1, 400 gold lead doesn't seem massive, but he's really going to start hurting here as Kaiwen's able to block most of the damage with the Celestial opposition. Now the Herald charge going to come through. Waiting, the interrupt isn't quite there. Instantaneous ulti coming in from Doggo. CFO don't hesitate to pull the trigger, and it might just be 2 quick kills in the blink of an eye. Shanks trying to give him more damage down, but Junja is still standing.
That is so well coordinated again from CFO. Just as they kill the tower, Junja's already pre-ulting on Vi. They get the lockdown for the Misfortune ultimate, and 2 towers taken for CFO.
And this is so incredibly important to break open mid like this, to decrease the first damage comes through. So much of that impact is going to be mitigated. Doggo walking in, he has the Bloodthirster, not afraid to tank some of his damage. Big chunk onto Hope. It is the Jhin, he can't stay in the back line, but we'll have to be careful. TP coming in from behind of CFO.
Camp that Telly.
Vault Breaker ready to go, trying to jump in onto Flandre. Flandre immediately retreating, wall splitting the entire fight. Honq knocked away, curtain call coming out. Last bullet not quite gonna connect. One more coming in for Hope, but he can't get anything done. Ulti from Doggo doesn't do too much work, and it's Riverest who might be in trouble. Kyle backing away, 3K on the objective. All comes down to the smite on the Audicon. Ulti in to make sure he gets the pin. It's getting lower and lower. Who gets it in the end? AL keeping the fight going, but no! It's Tarzan in the clutch who manages to take the Audicon. Flandre with the foul up, the double, make it a triple, and Shanks to run down Kaiwing as AL get everything.
AL, they put their able to finish off the kill the front line, and follow through with the fight.
And now, this is what makes AL's composition so terrifying. Once they're in the driver's seat, there's just no on top of the Smite fight. And AL, who dominate the exchange, it was CFO with almost 4,000 gold in their advantage. Doggo almost 2K individually. Now starting to even up here as AL looking good in this mid game.
They certainly are. Dragon number 3 on top of the Otacon for AL. And now, the stacks that we were keeping track
for the
of.
first time gets to do the LeBlanc thing. Moves in with support, they lay down vision, he can hide in the darkness, but instead it's Junja hiding in the darkness. Nice start onto Tarzan, but he's standing for an extra second. The full channel on the ulti as Doggo gets the kill. The pillar doesn't quite connect, and now it might be Kyle in trouble. Shank's waiting over the wall, trying to take down Doggo, but Doggo has the healing to stay standing. Shank's not able to get the kill down. Flandra, they want the follow. Doggo finally drops it. It's Hope who finds the last shot. 2 more bullets left in the chamber, might be able to get something done. Flandra retreating, AL on the way out. CFO continue to work their way back.
How do you deal with the LeBlanc poke? AL, they're going to have the Chemtech Soul on top of it.
TP mid. Rest forced to backdash. Moving up to the top side. Threat plan here, boys.
You're kind of blocked from your own base.
Kyle waiting over the wall. Oh my gosh, this is going to be devastating. Kyle goes over, immediate pop. Doggo tries to pull channel, but Kyle has the interrupt. Curtains calls, and now it's Shank and Flandre to follow up. CFO being routed, forced back. Hongq still standing. Doggo still alive for a brief moment, but it's the tag team of top jungle to tear him down. Hongq knocked out as well, and they don't need a Baron. They want the series. AL barreling down mid.
AL want that quarterfinal spot, and they're going to take it.
AL with one final push, the patience. Once they had the lead for Shanks, there was no coming back for CFO. Rest versus the world, a few moments to watch the wave come in, but is AL taken out in game 1, bouncing back in game 2 and 3. They've taken down HLE, they've taken down Genji, and now it's CFO as they move on to the quarterfinals.